And boom. Yo, what's good, y'all? This is the mayor, Capella Gray, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard. We here. The vibes is here.
But she gon' slide right to my side. I know she pulled up with a friend.
All right, y'all. So we have Capella Gray off the porch with us today. How are you feeling?
Well, do I go out? I feel good, bitch. We in Atlanta and all that. Yeah.
So what you normally be doing when you come out to Atlanta?
Normally, we hit the clubs because y'all clubs got fire. y'all got fire food at the clubs. Go to the mall. You know what I'm saying? Do my little ones and twos around the place. We be active. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think you'll ever move here?
To Atlanta?
Yeah.
Nah, the energy in New York is too crazy. Yo,
I'm
too
trying
crazy.
to go to New York.
Nah, you need to go to New York. That's where it's litty at, especially uptown. Trust me, that's where the vibes is, man.
Man, now you've been going crazy. Well, I've been following you for some time now, and you've been going crazy. So it's really beautiful to witness you just climbing like how you are. So how do you feel in this moment right now?
Oh, it feels good. I mean, this is all we prayed for, this is all we worked for, this is all we grinded for. So now that we here, we just embracing, you know what I'm saying, the fruits and all that, the labor and all that. So yeah, but we're not getting comfortable though. I feel like this is like, I don't know, I feel more like hungry and just thirsty than before. Like now I just want more, I want greater. We in a good place right now.
Do you feel like it's easy to get comfortable where you're at?
Yeah, what? Hell yeah. What, you got a joint or two going crazy, you know what I'm saying, on the radio or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying, it's just real easy to just fall into the whole like, you know, we got the money, you got the shorties and all that, whatever like that. It's hard to, for a lot of people, it's hard to find a what's next. The good thing about us is we've been plotting on this since forever, so we got a plan. We about to be, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna see a lot of us, trust me.
Now, you previewed this cover that you was gonna do with Usher, and I need you to
you know
put
what's
that
crazy?
out.
So it wasn't a cover. So basically I had released a song called Sus Christ, Going Crazy, you know what I'm saying? And then, but it's weird because I pulled up to a session to work with Usher on like a writing and production type of time, on more like more behind the scenes type of thing. And I was just playing him joints that I had out just to show him, you know what I'm saying, this type of vibe that I kind of got or whatever. And nah, he went and remixed it. He remixed Sus Christ. I'm not gonna lie, y'all find out about it first, but you know what I'm saying? We kind of wilding this year, I'm not gonna lie. Usher on Sus, yeah, we kind of going crazy.
Now, I want to take it back to your roots because I know you're from the Bronx. So could you give us a little insight on your upbringing there?
So like I moved around a lot, but it was basically everywhere uptown. 241st, Co-op, I lived at 224th, I lived in Mount Vernon, so at 914, got rep 914 heavy, you know what I'm saying, 914, 718, all that. But yeah, went to Truman, you know what I'm saying, Truman High School, you know. I can't say we was regular kids because we was, you know what I'm saying, we was making noise from early, but yeah, nah, we kind of shook uptown from before we shook uptown for real, if you know, you know.
Man, so how was you making noise early like that back in the day?
I mean, we was throwing parties, we was outside, you know what I'm saying, we were basically like the Wi-Fi, you know what I'm saying, we just, whatever you need from, you know, of course, studios and engineers and whatever you need in that type of realm or whatever like that, we just to plug the Wi-Fi for everything. So we kind of move everything in the city type shit.
Now, I did know that you also grew up playing in the churches as well, like different instruments. That's so dope. So how was that for you?
That's the cheat code. Church is the cheat code.
It is.
Yeah, because like even the way, like as a church musician, you have to like improvise because you know you've been in the church, you singing one song for 20 to 23 minutes, one song. You got to find different ways of playing it, different ways of approaching it, different ways of just, you know what I'm saying? So from the harmonies to the runs and all that, to just the structure of the songs or whatever, it's just, church is just a cheat code. I learned too much from the church.
I had read a tweet, I think it was like a couple months ago, and the guy was saying how the new age R&B artists need to go back to church.
Yeah, no, I mean, because people are singing and that's dope or whatever, but there's just a certain type of like soul you find in like gospel and like jazz and just certain genres that's just, it's not really paralleled for real. So even if they singing and stuff, even if they have their whole heart in it, if you know what I'm saying, it can unlock a whole different, just even just sonically, just unlocks a whole different type of realm once you go into certain atmospheres like church and jazz clubs and different type of, you know what I'm saying? So cheat code once again, word.
Now, it is off the porch tradition to ask you, at what age did you officially jump off the porch?
I'm not gonna lie. You talking about like, it depends on what you're talking about. You talking about like
well, experiencing life on your own.
Realistically, I'll say like 16, 17, I started like really moving like more independently and stuff like that. But I don't have the, I know a lot of people like to glorify the whole, oh, my family didn't care about me and I was just struggling my whole life. Nah, you know what I'm saying? My family fuck with me. I fuck with my family. You know what I'm saying? So like, they like, you know what I'm saying? They kind of, at a certain point when I was at the age where I wanted to do more, I wanted to be more independent, they just allowed me to do so. And you know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful for just the ability to jump on the porch when I felt like jumping on the porch and making it make sense for real.
And what was one of like the biggest life lessons that you learned with your time experiencing life on your own?
You gotta do what makes sense for you. You know what I'm saying? So like if you just chasing money or something like that, you could end up in a whole bunch of stuff that you're not supposed to be dealing with, or in a career that you're not supposed to be in, or whatever like that. But if you do what makes sense for you, like you gotta find yourself first. Like you gotta find what you're really good at, where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are, or just whatever it is, so that you can tailor your life, whether it's the dating life or career life, whatever it is, just tailor it to make it make sense. So yeah.
Man, I feel like with today's era of like social media and you know everybody seeing like somebody their age making bigger moves than them, it's hard for people to find their own niche because they want to do whatever's the fastest when it comes to money.
Yeah, I agree, but like I said, do what makes sense for you, because you might see somebody make money in a certain area or whatever like that, and that's for them, so they flourish. You enter that, you know what I'm saying? You do what makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But
now, I feel like you got some crazy stories. So we want to hear at least one of your favorite crazy stories.
Crazy stories? I don't know. You know, I just don't be just having miscellaneous stories to tell, you know what I'm saying? But just know we live life for real. Just know, you know what I'm saying? We did what makes sense, and now we really lived and are living life, doing what we want to do.
And with you being out there and witnessing the music scene firsthand, how do you feel about it in New York?
I like the direction of music right now. I feel like the music scene in New York, different genres are getting more lit, different regions are getting more lit all over the city, from uptown to Brooklyn to Queens. Everybody going crazy right now in their different ways and stuff like that. R&B obviously is doing its thing. But even like the drill movement and everything else, there's some real balls going on. And I feel like people are starting to come together more and realizing our power when New York City dudes come together. It's a scary sight, so I'm not gonna lie to you. We're way better as allies, so I like the energy that's going on right now in my city.
Right. So how did pursuing a career in music come about for you?
It's the only thing that makes sense for me. So when I was from like 7, 8, I was, you know what I'm saying, playing instruments at the church and stuff. And then I started getting into production. I fell in love with hip hop and just the energy and just this whole scene. So then, like, going from production to writing and all that, you know what I'm saying? Then eventually, 2020, I took a bet and it's on myself as an artist, being at the forefront for the first time. And, you know what I'm saying? It's been going pretty all right.
So how did you manage to not stick to just one thing when it came to music?
Because I was interested in all of them. I wanted to touch all the bags because I felt like I could do all of that. You know what I'm saying? I learned, if I wanted to learn how to engineer myself, I want to be able to control my sound more. I want to be able to produce the song that I'm dancing to, that I'm singing to, or whatever like that. I don't know if it's Leo shit or just Uptown shit or just me shit, but I just wanted that control. I just wanted that power. So now we taking over all the fields of them.
And you stated that you were also a songwriter. Mm-hmm. So have you ever experienced writer's block?
Of course. What? Like when after a certain point, especially when you record a lot, it's like there's only so much to talk about type stuff. So you might have to just take a break and just experience some more life, go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Just spend some more time with your shorty, get to know shorty, and you know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't know, go somewhere, do something. You know what I'm saying? Change your experiences and all that stuff like that. And then you'll come right back to being able to write just fluidly because you have more to talk about. But yeah, it's right up the block all the time.
And when do you personally feel like you make the best music?
When? It'd be like 2, 3 a.m. The world's asleep. That's when I don't know. I'll be in the studio all night. Then for some reason, it just something, I don't know. It'd be when everybody's just chilling, everybody's more like calm, whatever like that. I have more space to just, you know what I'm saying, just create how I want to. But I could create in any space, realistically, for real. But I feel like I get my best work done at those hours, stuff like that.
Oh shoot, I forgot in the beginning, you got your homeboys with you. We gotta introduce them as well.
Yeah, no problem.
So who we got sitting with you on the porch today?
All right, so I got Smurf to my right, you know what I'm saying? That's the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? Wi-Fi uptown. Then you got B Bearded. If I didn't produce it, he produced it. Simple. It's over. This is the sound of the decade, you know what I'm saying? 10 to 20 years. And that's only because we trying to figure out if we feel like still being in this shit after 10, 20, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But word. Alipactive family, that's what's going on.
Now, from going to producing to songwriting to now becoming a full-time artist, when did you know the time was right for you to present your music to the world?
I don't know. I kind of moved on impulse, man. So I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really think too hard. As soon as I decided I want to be an artist, I had mad songs that I had as references for whoever, whatever like that. I created something from scratch and just put it out. I put out my first tape. It was called Yeah, Now I'm Out. And then the quarantine hit almost like right after. So then I created the Corn tape because I had access to the studio still. And then released Gyalis, and here we are.
Now, I do want you to talk about the importance as a creative to put your work out and not just sit on it until, you know, you get others' opinions and they're like...
It's mad reasons why you should just put it out. I mean, first of all, you might not even like that song in a couple months because you was at a whole different place in your life and period of time, whatever like that. Just put it out while that's you. At this time, just put that out. And then when it comes to like opinions and stuff like that of other people or whatever, somebody gonna have an opinion. You gonna let somebody's opinion on your art change your art. Just put it out how you feel. If you left the studio and said, "Yo, this song is fire," and it touched you like that for real, and you played it 1 billion times, this is gonna be somebody out. There's a lot of people in this world. You're gonna find somebody like you, and you're gonna find a couple million of them too. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna find some fans or whatever like that. There's a market for everything. So, word, like don't really care. Don't really care too much about, you know what I'm saying, people's opinions on especially the creation of your art. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do. Put it out.
Now, when it comes to networking, which is a big thing, what lengths do you think artists should go when it comes to that?
Just read the room. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be some opportunities where it's like, all right, I know this artist going to be at this event, so maybe it's easier to just pull to that, or this, I don't know. Just make it make sense. If you feel like you being too pushy, you might be a little too pushy with a situation. But if you feel like you might be too passive in a situation where it's like the opportunity presented itself for you to be right there and you get cold feet, then you know what I'm saying? You get your confidence up so you're ready for the moment. Prepare for the moment, just be prepared, you know, and attack the moment if it makes sense. Vibe responsibly, please.
Now, I watched one of your interviews and you spoke about when it comes to networking, being a nice guy. And I really want you to break that down.
Being a nice guy, I mean, because who you know and who knows you is going to get you in the room way quicker than any kind of like just accolades or just, you know what I'm saying, credentials and just list of things that you've done or whatever like that. People are going to remember probably not exactly what you did, but they're going to remember how you made them feel. You know what I'm saying? So just be a nice dude, you know what I'm saying? Be a nice guy, you know what I'm saying? Try to keep your reputation just as positive as possible. And you know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to move around the room and open up a whole bunch of opportunities sometimes without even bread or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just vibes. So just make it make sense.
Man, so as I'm like talking to you and observing you right now, you like one of them people like, you can't tell me shit, like I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. How do you manage to keep this with all of the politics in the industry?
we don't really care too much about the politics of the industry, realistically.
Yeah.
Like, we are right now working on like pioneering a whole different just vibe and just sound to the industry. I feel like it's a vibe that's needed. So, and the only way to really achieve that, at least in our eyes, is to stay focused on, you know what I'm saying, this and what we're doing. Our fans and growing our fan base and catering to the people that really support us or whatever like that. We don't really care too much about the outside noise. You don't really hear, you never heard my name in no scandal. I don't even have to ask you. You never heard my name in no scandals, no weird mix up, no extra nothing. Because we, you know what I'm saying, we keep our eyes on our plate and we eat. And we simple. That's what we do. We here.
Now, when it comes to your sound, it's like you can't categorize it. Like, I don't even want to say that you're an R&B artist because it's like you up there. So how would you describe your vibe of your music?
I feel like it's like R&B at the pace of a rapper in a nutshell. Because I feel like sometimes, for the most part, all my music is like I write how I talk. So it's like it's just a flow thing. I'm trying to encourage all the writers to just write how you talk. Let us get to know you through the music. Like, let us get to know you and even your region a little bit better just by just listening to you. Even if you don't mention where you're from, they can just hear you, hear the whole vibe. So I feel like with the way I make music, even if I'm talking, sometimes I might get faster paced, sometimes I might slow it down, sometimes I might, you know what I'm saying? There's dynamics in there, you know what I'm saying? We're getting back to just adding real dynamics in music, you know what I'm saying? The highs and the lows and just really, you know what I'm saying, getting it right. So sometimes I'll be singing on the joint, sometimes I'll be rapping on the joint, sometimes I might switch it up and it might get more Caribbean or whatever, but I feel like there's a beauty in that. Like, even with Gyalis, some people's favorite part of the song is the more like uptown part where it's like, you know what I'm saying, you know, she gonna slide right to my side. I know, more uptown. Some people's favorite part of the Caribbean is she. Some people's favorite part is the rap part that feel like she asleep, so she try to stay the whole week. There's something for everybody in my music, so I feel like we kind of cheating.
There's levels, like it's like levels to it.
Word.
So with that being said, like, how did you know that this is what the industry needed?
I mean, cause me getting into radio, if my phone died, oh God, it's a sad time in the car because the radio be a whole. I'm not gonna call about the music garbage because that's not politically correct. You heard, but it's just I just feel like we are now creating the music that we wish we heard on the radio. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's deep. Yeah.
So that's word basically where we at with it.
Now, what would you like to see change when it comes to the way the industry handles creatives? Well, artists that are really big with their creativity.
What would I like to see change? I hope like I said before, I hope all the artists go back to striving to be just individuals, and it sounds so corny, but I really like when there's an artist that comes along that just sounds and moves like them. I feel like I just hope that we just end the era where we say, like where we leave the studio and say, oh my gosh, this sounds just like a Future song. Oh, it's lit. Why would you want to make any music that sounds like anybody else already? Try to be more individual so that the radio sound more diverse, so that the top Billboard Top 100 just sounds like just a salad bowl of different types of vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get to know other creatives that just move like them. I don't want to meet no more replicas. We're tired of y'all. Word.
And that's that. Period.
Yeah. You feel me? Like.
Now, before we get into the song, I haven't been wanting to pronounce it because my Texas accent is super thick, so it's gonna sound crazy.
You be singing along to Gyalis though?
You said, do I sing along to it? Yeah.
Because if you sing along I say it twice in the song, man.
But my favorite part is when it's like, she trying to.
Oh, the feel like she asleep?
Yeah, that one, that part. See, I'll be trying to skip the name because I'm like, let me not even try to pronounce this.
No, man, I say it in the song. The Gyalis, the city is my palace. And then at the end I say, life of a Gyalis. So it's life of a.
Galleys.
Yeah,
Galleys.
Gyalis.
Okay, I said it right.
Yeah, we just put the Y in there. There's a Y in there, man. Gyalis.
So before we get into that song, the story behind it I think is pretty crazy with you even previewing it on Clubhouse. And I want you to talk about that story.
I mean, trying to keep it as brief as possible. Made the song, and during that Clubhouse era, you would be, you know what I'm saying, just in a room, in one of those clubhouse rooms, you'll be there for hours. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like 500, 600 of us in the room just trying to get our music played for these A&Rs that we look up to and that we've, you know what I'm saying, been just looking up to our whole lives when it comes to this whole musical journey and stuff like that. And then we would, in a nutshell, I played it in 11 rooms and got laughed at in 9 of them, and the other ones just said it's a dub. There was none of the rooms that said Gyalis was fire. So let's say if my energy wasn't like this, because you kind of see I kind of do what I want to do regardless. Let's say the energy wasn't like this, and let's say I was an impressionable artist that, you know what I'm saying, my whole ego and is at the hands of just, you know what I'm saying, my whole confidence is at the hands of just legends just because they have accolades or whatever like that. Gyalis would have never came out, or Gyalis would have sounded completely different because they wanted me to switch up a whole bunch of things. They were calling it all types of song fragments. They said this is not a real record, this is not a full song. Does he want to be a singer or a rapper? He's confused, ha ha ha. And we kind of proved that wrong. They were like, oh yeah, it's not even the full length, it's like this is like a freestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm glad that I was able to be granted the opportunity to change people's minds. You know what I'm saying? At first, I was on, so when Gyalis started, when, you know what I'm saying, when we hit gold and all that, at first in my head I was thinking, yeah, you know what I'm saying, yeah, fuck out of here. But then it was like, I'm just glad I was able to change everybody's mind and open up everybody's minds. You know what I'm saying? Just be open to different styles of music and just understand in this decade that we know that ain't no rules to this music shit for real. We kind of do what we want to do. So, and now here we are at the top of the charts, with a 1 and 45-second long freestyle with no hook, no bridge, no verse, no Nathan. Just vibes.
And when it charted, it didn't even have no video, so.
There was no video at all. There was no remix out either. Where I let the whole industry cipher Gyalis. Let them do their thing for like a whole year.
I just want you to talk your shit. Like, I don't want to talk anymore. Like, oh my gosh. I am so glad that you still put it out because, you know, a lot of people would have heard that and would have been fucking crushed. Like, these A&Rs telling me it's not a hit.
I watched it happen for a couple artists where like they would, like artists that'll be in the rooms before me would play a song. And I'll be in the room bobbing like, oh my God, this is it. And then I would hear, you know, the people them say, well, based on my experience in this industry and blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? And they just tear the people them song apart. And it's like I said, if you left the studio and said, nah, this is OD, and you played it for your brethren them and y'all are all wilding in the trap and saying, yo, this is going crazy. And you want to get on, you would allow somebody's opinion who's not even in tune. You would allow their opinion to just sway how you do what you do. It's an impossible thing. When I played the music in Clubhouse, realistically, maybe it was an arrogant mentality, but I was really just trying to preview the sound of the decade. Realistically, whatever their opinion was gonna be, I'm ready to show y'all a sneak peek of what I'm about to do. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really going in there with the intent of, you know what I'm saying, changing what I have based off of these people's opinions and stuff like that. So just walk with more confidence. You know what I'm saying? You get more done and in a more grander way, because now we get to talk spicy. You know what I'm saying? Because we did it our way and did what we did with it, I never had to lower my voice or laugh at no jokes that aren't funny. You know what I'm saying? Straight vibes.
And outside of Clubhouse, with that record, did you hear any other no's?
What? Yeah.
Why? What was the problem? Like,
it just according to this thing. I mean, respectfully, since the Beatles and before, there's been a structure to how you make a song with the hook and the bridge and the with the boop 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 and the boop boop boop. So to somebody who sold millions and millions of records over the course of a couple decades or whatever like that with this formula, I understand why they'll be a little, you know what I'm saying, taken aback by this by this little formula or whatever like that. But I feel like, again, like I said, I'm glad I was able to just open up people's minds to different ways of doing things. Because even though that worked for you, this worked for me. That's why I say do what makes sense for you.
Right. That is so... You better preach on this porch. Listen. Now, what made you want to sample Juvenile?
I mean, it's already a big moment in the club. I mean, if you outside, and we outside for real. So, like, once the girl, you know what I'm saying? Once the girls hear the boom, 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 boom. Once they hear that, it's already, hold on, I'm holding my drink. And then now, with hip-hop, it's a blessing again, because with hip hop, the whole essence of sampling and everything, because even though I'm a musician for real, with hip hop, we get to take one moment and flip it whoop, 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 into a whole different moment. We turned into a whole uptown / Caribbean / we in like 4 different genres with this vibe right here that we was able to do it with. So like, you know what I'm saying? Flipping that. And on top of that too, with sampling, it also gives us an opportunity to connect with the legends and stuff like that. Because now I can have, you know what I'm saying, my little relationship with Juvenile. Now we can chop it up, you can put me on to certain things. Now I can have a conversation with Manny Fresh and all that. I was gonna bring them out for Summer Jam.
Right.
That's on the radar.
Thank you for thinking of the ladies while you were in the booth, because I feel like the club music now is too vibey. Like, I'm like, girls are ready to shake ass. Like, we don't want to vibe out all the time. Like,
yo, we just came off of a pandemic and we still kind of flirting with a new pandemic. It's a lot going on right now. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to be sad and depressed in their crib. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We want to turn up and vibe to something that's not going to make us feel like, why are we singing these threats right now? You know what I'm saying? Why are we in the club just singing about somebody's failure or something like that? Where we could, you know what I'm saying, be celebrating life. So that's why with Gyalis, it's more like, you know what I'm saying, the city is my palace, it's a vibe. And then if you listen to Talk Nice, the one that came right after that, you know what I'm saying, Talk Nice, yikes, that's tough, it's a vibe, you know what I'm saying, we here. I feel like the industry needed this energy. You know what I'm saying, we needed these vibes. You're welcome. Out of fact, the family here.
Now, when it came to the writing of Galleys, what was your inspiration with that? It was giving me a little side nigga vibes up in there a little bit.
I feel like, it was, Gyalis is a mood. If anything, it's just a mood, you know what I'm saying? Because there's sometimes where I feel more like, where I'll be talking to a shorty, and I just like her just by herself. Oh, she's just such a vibe to me. But then there's sometimes when I'm in a whole different, maybe single, you know what I'm saying, single cap, that's more like, yeah, it's a vibe, it's whatever. Y'all all fire. My fault, but you know what I'm saying? You feel me? What I'm gonna do? Word. The whole team is fire. What I'm gonna do, miss?
So Galleys, is it a true story or it's just different?
It's a combination of a couple true stories. Word. I'm not gonna lie, but it's something like that happen all the time. I said in another interview too, a shorty put up to your crib and it's really a vibe for real, you know what I'm saying? It's nice, it's clean, you know what I'm saying, with the candle and this and that and that. You know what I'm saying? She might not want to go immediately back to, you know what I'm saying, from when she came, you know what I'm saying? She might want to stay a little while or whatever like that, but let's go to your crib. Word. Go to your house.
So the max for the crib is like, you just need to be there for a night, like that's
I feel like you should just read the room. Make it make sense.
You should.
Because it's like, if y'all was vibing for, you know what I'm saying, y'all was really on some like, so when y'all finally got to ones and twos, it's more like, you know what I'm saying, I might want to wake up to you and then wake up to you again, you know what I'm saying, you never know. But if you know that it wasn't even that type of party, we don't even got to talk about it, then we really don't have to talk, you know what I'm saying? Just vibe responsibly, make it make sense, that's it.
Now, what was your reaction when you found out that it was hitting the charts?
So yeah, man, as it should. I'm not gonna lie, the way I feel about all my songs, like, I just be feeling like, yo, it's a matter of time. Eventually they're gonna find this one. Even if it's not picking up right now, it might pick up later. Like, my second most streamed song after third most streamed song after Talk Nice is Sus Christ, a song that I put out like a year ago or something like that. And it's just resurfacing. Then One More Chance is creeping up. All these other songs are just creeping up. You know what I'm saying? I be having confidence in all my songs. So it's like, I know it was gonna do something. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
eventually.
The visual, I love that it was a party scene. Like, it was a true, genuine
just uptown, just love.
Party. Now, if I'm not mistaken, somebody was chewing on your dreads or something like that.
Yeah. And it's so crazy because again, like, it's not like we got nerves in the vibe, in the dread. So I didn't even know. Like, I didn't know it was getting that crazy. I knew that the shorties them would just feel on the vibe. I say, wow, but I didn't know that it was.
That she was chewing on your dreads.
I didn't know that it was that crazy. But nah, it was. I'm just glad I did what I did for the Gyalis music video because, like I said, with the nature of the song, you know what I'm saying, more about being, you know what I'm saying, promiscuous, you know what I'm saying, whatever the fuck. I feel like if I did the video with just 60 shorties in a jacuzzi or whatever like that would have been valid. If I did a video with just, you know what I'm saying, 90 shorties just chasing me around the New York City street, that would have been cool. I could have did it a whole bunch of different ways. But we did it uptown, you know what I'm saying, with the vibes that I feel like we set tone for the decade. Because now we can do all the storylines and all the other different types of videos and stuff. But I feel like we had to set tone. You see my city, you see what's going on first before we do anything else. Meet me.
And a little off topic, but for you personally, when did you realize that the club's vibes started to really just diminish?
I don't know.
And when I
I
say,
thought there was another step here. Y'all saw that?
and when I say diminish, I mean like, you know, it's not as much dancing as we would see. It's more so recording on your phones, recording the popping bottles.
Yeah, I feel like it's been that for like, it's been that for a little while. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been like 6-7 years of that. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like when you would see somebody just be just Eddie Murphy the whole time in the club, just not even doing nothing, just slump. And then a phone light catch them, and now it's turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. As soon as the light flash off, they right back to just dead. There's no genuine vibes, there's no real energy for real. And you know what? When Gyalis come on, it don't matter who you are. If you standing up like this, standing up straight, when Gyalis come on, you might be a dweeb, you might be a weirdo. Cause you know what I'm saying? It's just, we forcing everybody to just, yo, smile, enjoy yourself. There's people here, you know what I'm saying? They know Gyalis, you know Gyalis. Y'all have something in common. You know what I'm saying? Sing along and just vibe out. You know what I'm saying? Catch a look at ones and twos. Vibe out. You don't gotta be just, and just angry and just wilding. Just chill. Catch a little vibe. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy. We here.
Now we got Talk Nice. Talk to us about that. You know, I was trying to figure out what your zodiac sign was, and when you were saying that you was a Leo in the song, everything just made fucking sense.
Made sense?
Everything made sense.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to show you. No, we lit, miss. Yeah, you know, I guess you're a Leo. I'm trying to show you.
Leos are wild, man. Y'all really do whatever the fuck y'all want to.
But it be hitting though, miss. It be clicking. You know what I'm saying?
Now with this track, tell us about the inspiration for it.
So with Talk Nice, after Gyalis and the way that Gyalis happened, because like I said, we're very grateful to be here. We are very, you know what I'm saying, very grateful for all this that's happening, but we're not coming in with no happy to be here energy. We kind of just took the whole industry by storm from the walk-in. And I feel like after we got those vibes out of the way, I feel like, you know, we needed a celebration record. You know what I'm saying? After Gyalis play, I used to be wanting to, you know what I'm saying, just vibe and just, yeah, but I needed the soundtrack to that moment. So we had to create the soundtrack to that moment when we get to look back on what we did. You know what I'm saying? So Talk Nice is just the soundtrack, the celebration. And even though it was more for us, we shared it with the world, and now it's the soundtrack to y'all celebration. So when you graduate, you know what I'm saying, all that, when somebody got married or whatever like that, Talk Nice. Like, people was fronting on you, people was, you know what I'm saying, moving like they didn't know what it was, even though they knew what it was. But now they gotta talk nice. Yikes, that's tough. Now they gotta switch and readjust. You know, now this. Talk Nice is a big ass just, now this, no problem, we here.
Listen, I have to talk to you about your verse on Seduce with Russ. That shit is fucking crazy.
Thank you,
How did y'all link up?
It just made sense. We kind of came in the industry with the same energy, so, you know, it just made sense for that link up. That was just a look at ones and twos. That was a hit up, and it was, you know what I'm saying? And from the first link up, Seduce was made in like at least my verse. I wouldn't say the whole joint, but my verse was made in like 30, 45. Cause, you know what I'm saying? It was just vibes. We didn't really think too hard. We wasn't sitting there busting our brains with the pens and paper and trying to, you know what I'm saying, create the best record with the best formula.
Yeah.
We was just trying to just take advantage of this vibe and just, you know what I'm saying? That's it.
And Dreamdoll, like, you just been working with everybody. Like, Dreamdoll, how did that come about?
That one, I mean, she from Uptown, I'm from Uptown. We made it make sense. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's crazy because that's a shortened version, but realistically though, when I was in my songwriting period, I wrote that for a girl. So that hook, I wrote that for a girl to sing.
Really?
For Dreamdoll's next single. Like, it was supposed to be a shorty singing that. It was supposed to be, I seen it all, boy, you know my body. And then I had to re-record it real quick, you know what I'm saying? Once Gyalis took off and all that stuff like that, it just made sense for me to be at the forefront and not behind the scenes as much anymore. So when we said we wanted to collab, or when she said she wanted to collab, they were basically like, yo, no, y'all already worked before. You just didn't know it was him. You might as well just boom, boom, boom. And here we are.
Now, do you feel any pressure as an artist to keep the momentum going?
Nah, cause like I feel like with what we do, it's just we just don't really have to force the vibe. Like a lot of people, when they first get in the industry, people don't give a shit about their second or third single. Nobody cares. You have your moment, you capitalize on your moment, then you gotta really like OD. With us, we could post a picture of our pinky or something like that. They in the comments like, where's the album? Where's the album? I feel like it's so dope that the industry has just been embracing us so much off rip that they even want to see the next phase of what we have going on. So, you know, and I feel like everybody trusts that we really want to OD, that we're not gonna just chill. So even though they're ready for the next chapter or whatever like that, I feel like everybody knows it's gonna be some shit for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So. Is
it possible if we would ever get an acoustic album from you?
Yo, it's very possible. I'm not even gonna hold you. Cause we really some musical ass niggas.
No, like I watched your Amps. It was your Amps live performance, and you can sing. Like you can really sing. So I'm like, nah, this nigga we need an acoustic album like today.
Nah, that's definitely. It's stressful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, really like that. Yeah, y'all gonna see a lot of different sides of just me and all the artists in Aliphact throughout this decade.
And you gotta tell us about your ATF Creative Collective.
Aliphact the family. So it's just, you know, the best engineers, the best producers, the best writers, the best singers, the best rappers in the city. You know what I'm saying? In New York. And I feel like we about to bring y'all just the sounds that's needed for the next couple of decades. I know we keep saying this, but I need y'all to really take that with you. You know what I'm saying? Just know we got y'all. It's not gonna be just a year, a couple months of me. We got y'all. That's why we staying scandal. We chilling. We got y'all. We here. So just, and this is, mind you, this is a couple of us. It's really the mob for real. So y'all gonna see so many different sides of, you know what I'm saying? Just different vibes. When y'all get tired of me, no problem. You know what I'm saying? It's the movement. Come on. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, simple. And we gonna choke up all the charts. Billboard, all that. We gonna choke them up. The top 10 is gonna be choked up by ATF. Remember I said this on this live. I said on this live, like I'm live. Yo, Instagram clipped my live. At the time of this aired, whatever the fuck.
Oh, you got your live cut?
Yeah, they clipped my fucking live.
Why?
I don't know. Dweebs, bring my Instagram back. Instagram, yeah, free my live. What the fuck is wrong with them? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? But yeah, so word. But anyway, you feel what I'm saying? There's a whole collective of us, and we about to take the industry by storm. So, yes, congratulations to the industry. The vibes are back. Congratulations. The vibe is back. I like that.
I like that.
Yeah, vibe responsibly.
And before we wrap up, do you have any last words or shout outs?
Shout out to Aliphact the family. Shout out to shout out to the whole 718, the whole 914. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to New York City. Shout out to this whole genre, cause thank you for allowing us to come fuck it up how we about to come fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? Word. And we here. And that's basically it.
But she gon' slide right to my side. I know she pulled up with a friend. Okay, what else? Then we skirt off in the bed.